Hey Taurus, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your June 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Dude, check out your placements. I'm trying to shuffle these cards. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Taurus, feel that the rules are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, what just came to my mind is for some of you, you are more invested in your mental health, in your spirituality, maybe in your alone time. All right, that was just it. So let's see, Taurus, what's going on for June? Taurus. Okay, you have the Lovers, Gemini energy. It's about a choice, a relationship, a strong soulmate connection. Currently, you have the Three of Pentacles, so maybe working together with someone, trying to fix something, build. Why do I always have to have a phone call in the middle of a reading? So I don't get phone calls any other times, but in the times that I'm doing readings is when I get a phone call. Three of Wands is your challenge. For some of you, there's been a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be another person. Could be just other things are taking away from the thing that you want to focus on. Anyway, that's a side note. So Three of Wands is the challenge. So no more waiting, or the challenge is the waiting. You have the World card in the Foundation. I feel like there's something here that you're trying to accomplish. Maybe close off a cycle. Maybe there's been closure issues. Maybe working together to close off a cycle, like I was saying. For some of you, it's about accomplishing something. I am not sponsored by Duncan, but it would be cool if I was. You have the Page of Pentacles in the past. Page of Pentacles is usually like a friendly card. This is somebody who wants to learn the ropes. It's somebody who is invested in the teamwork. It's communication that is about practical matters. On your mind, you have the Six of Pentacles. An equal give and take. Generosity. Something that's fair and balanced with your time, energy. Maybe even money with the Pentacles. You have the Nine of Cups as your outcome. That's a wish fulfillment. That's feeling content. All right, so let's take a look at why is the Lovers here. By the way, I did the short already for you guys. The cards that you got for advice and clarity was vanity and creation. So vanity is about feeling like it's never enough. I'll read you the story in a second. So, and then creation is about creating the life that you want, not waiting for someone else's permission or someone else's input. All right, Lovers. Why is the Lovers here for Taurus? Why is the Lovers here for Taurus? One second. Taurus. Why is the Lovers here for Taurus? Nine of Wands. Eight of Swords. The Fool. You might be dealing with an Aries, Sag, Leo. Saw the King of Wands. Have it in your chart. Doesn't have to be. This is a choice to jump into something. To start anew. Start a clean slate. There's something here that maybe you were persevering with. Maybe you even got tired. You're exhausted. You're hurt. Thoughts of this could be circling your mind. But with the Fool card, this is like, all right, tired of waiting. I want to jump into something here. excited about it, motivated, enthusiastic about it, just ready to do it. Why is the Three of Pentacles? That felt very much like an Aries energy. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Wands. I was going to say decision. There's something here that you're focused on. That you are putting your energy, you're putting your heart into this, I feel like. It can be about a reconciliation. It can be, it's about making something stronger, solid, like something that's going to work. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. Why is the Three of Wands the challenge? Ace of Cups. Five of Swords. The Hierophant. Somebody might have kept you waiting, or you're keeping somebody waiting. I also feel a sense of, yeah. But it's a waiting because somebody doesn't trust. Because the Five of Swords is here, and we all know how much I love the Five of Swords. That's sarcasm. I don't necessarily feel like it's such a terrible thing, this Five of Swords. But I do feel a sense of skepticism. Possibly because of pain, the past, disappointment. I also feel like a sense of a little bit of fear. Fear. Maybe fear of something not going as according to plan. Watching with the Page of Swords. Alright, let's see what this World card is. Why is the World here as the foundation? The Devil, the Hermit, the Ten of Wands. It's your two sister signs. The two other earth signs. You're done. You are done in the sense of you've closed off a cycle with toxic patterns, with like fears that really overcome every other emotion. I almost feel like there is a sense of accountability, a maturity at looking at a situation that was just really weighing you down and just growing from that. There is a growth here. So you also, okay, I don't know, this might not apply to everyone. Someone might also realize that certain toxic patterns, habits, behaviors, addictions, things of that nature was actually aging them. Aging them. Like realizing that your body is taking too much of that. For some of you, it could just be being involved in a toxic situation. That was creating a lot of stress and that's aging you. For some of you, you have back issues. You know how like certain emotions and situations and whatnot, when dealing with that on a consistent basis, or it's a lot of that, or it keeps triggering certain things within us, those things manifest physically, like into a physical illness or physical pains. For some of you, there's a lifestyle here that needs to come to a close. Or certain friends. There might be friends that are not growing with you. Where did I put the other cards? Oh, there it is. All right, let's move on. What is this Page of Pentacles? The body keeps score. Oh, yes, yes. Thanks, Taurus Princess. All right, Page of Pentacles in the past. The King of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You have it in your chart. They have it. Who cares? Ace of Swords. The Sun. Maybe something was made very clear. Somebody has said something. Some sort of truth, delivered a fact. Maybe it was delivered a little on the harsh side, but something was made clear. For some of you, maybe it's just an air sign and they've expressed their truth. Maybe about working something out, or maybe they've given you some sort of information. For some of you, it's like advice. Maybe you were given advice that made something clear. Somebody said something to you that made you aware of something. I know it seems so general, so vague, but like, let me give you an example. I don't know, maybe you were talking to a parent and the parent said something about your sibling and it gave you some sort of awareness about your sibling. I don't know. This is just such a general example. And now you know how to deal with your sibling, or there's some sort of understanding. You didn't realize that something happened to your sibling when they were younger. And now as an adult, you see this and something like that. I also feel like a piece of advice. Could have to do with money. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, let's move on. 6 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Family, long-term wealth, loyalty, inheritance, security, family, 4 of Cups, the Tower. You have the Emperor at the bottom. Aries energy, could be a masculine energy, maybe a dad, a husband. Maybe this is just somebody with a leadership role. Maybe this is you, your own masculine energy. There's something here that was very disappointing, and it's on your mind. Disappointed. Something about giving. This could be a family thing. Maybe you felt like something wasn't fair. Others of you, this is not about family. This could be just about security. Maybe of something that you were giving to. Something you were giving to. For some of you, it's about rebuilding something that fell apart, that you've invested yourself in. And you don't like the way that it's become, and then changing that. For some of you, this is vice versa. This could be somebody you're dealing with is now deciding to put into something here. They haven't let go of it. For some of you, this is about saving money for rebuilding, something about the home. Okay, I'm just getting a lot. Others of you, if this is about a message, this might be about investing in some sort of vacation time with your partner. But it does have to do, Emperor. Masculine energy, which is about providing, giving, stepping up. Somebody's feeling like something was a missed opportunity, wants to give to this. Is there a chance for this? Is also what I feel like I'm hearing. Let's take those out. All right, what is the Nine of Cups? Because that's your wish fulfillment. I'm cutting out. No, it's probably the connection. Seven of Cups. The King of Wands. The Four of Wands. Something makes you happy in the end. This outcome with this Nine of Cups, something makes you happy. Either you were confused about something, or there was some sort of choices, or you were wondering or feeling emotionally overwhelmed about something. Something about the home, or your sense of security, or your sense of belonging. Something I can't take this feeling, your outcome, and I almost feel like it well, yeah, because it's outcome and it's for June, obviously. But sometimes when we listen to tarot readings, it could be that it's something that's currently happening to us, or something that just recently happened to us. And it doesn't necessarily mean like this is the future. But I feel like this is something that hasn't happened yet for most who are resonating with this story. With the Nine of Cups as the outcome, I feel like this is something that you were either confused about, that you were unsure of, maybe you had choices, maybe you were feeling emotionally overwhelmed, like I said. But whatever this is, there is this, either a fire sign you're dealing with, Aries, Sag, Leo, or this is your own energy of wanting to go get this, whatever this is. Four of Wands, sense of security, home, a foundation, security and stability. For some of you, this is graduating from something. Graduating, like completing something. Yeah, because I almost get a sense of celebration for completing something. For some of you, this could even mean like in a spiritual sense. Maybe you've completed a lesson or something. Recognition. I also get the sense of recognition. Although I don't see the Six of Wands here. I don't even remember if it came out or not. I don't think so. The Empress, the King of Cups, the Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. There's a new beginning here with a partnership and investing in something here. There's light at the end of the tunnel for whatever situation this is. This could also have to do with your own feminine energy, a mother figure. I feel like someone has leveled up. Someone has grown as a person. Someone has taken care of themselves. I hate using the word self-love because it seems so cliche, and it seems like it's such a, it has like a selfish connotation. Even though, yes, it does, but it's like it's in a necessary way, not in a way of like, now you don't care about anybody else. But there is this self-care. There, if you were one to neglect yourself, and now you're taking care of you as you should, there is, I feel like that opened up an opportunity to receive love. What I feel like I'm feeling is, if there is some sort of suffering or pain, there's almost like this pouring of love onto that pain, and a new beginning comes about that. Was it you? Was it you that I was talking about? Yeah, it was you, because I just did on the Aries reading. There's something here about the back. This could just be metaphorical, where you feel like you're carrying a relationship on your shoulders, or maybe you're carrying a lot. There's something about a burden here. There's this Ten of Swords is what brought it up for me again. If there is an issue with that, I feel like that will be okay. Now, that doesn't mean if you feel like you have an issue with your back, doesn't mean don't get it checked out, that it'll just go away. Get it checked out. For some of you, I feel like you need to do more. Why are these messages coming through? I feel like for some of you, you need to do stretches. Something about the back. I don't know. If this is resonating with anyone who is watching after, please let me know in the comments. About the back thing in particular. So Taurus, if you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, if things were done and over with that individual, or there's been some sort of suffering, I feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel with this. I feel like that healing is coming to terms. Something here is dissolving. This old you of that time period is different. Let's take out the love oracle cards for you. Yes, very true, Taurus princess. Okay, so you have girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed, used, enable, and boundaries. And love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. Do I feel like somebody is love bombing you, is a narcissist, yada yada? I think that might have been something that you were dealing with. if you weren't dealing with a narcissist, it could just be somebody who you had to put up boundaries with. Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, Two of Swords. Maybe somebody here who's disappointed you, who's left you feeling sad. Maybe somebody you don't know what to do. Maybe that you're ignoring them. Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you were left in the past in limbo. Things were moving slowly. Maybe they were watching you. Maybe they could have even been controlling. Wait, didn't I take out already oracle cards? I did, didn't I? I'm so confused. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. They probably could have created drama and then came back around to express some sort of love. All right. What else? For some of you, you knew somebody was manipulating you. You saw right through it. I think you've gained control back of everything, to be honest. Well, not everything, but there is a strong taking back your power energy, regaining your confidence. For some of you, somebody wants to make things right. You might not trust this. For some of you, you might contemplate giving this another chance. But you're just unsure. If you are contemplating and giving this another chance, you're definitely not behaving as you did before. You might even be so detached that you might give this another chance simply because you're so detached and you're able to handle the situation differently now. Which could change how things go. Others of you, I feel like this focus on what you want, what makes you feel content, again, not in a selfish way, but in a way of taking care of you, is helping you so much. It's definitely easing the load that you've carried. Because I feel like for a very long time, not just with this situation, but also in the past, it feels like you have carried a lot for the sake of let's keep the peace, or for the sake of I'm going to be patient with this, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But it just kept piling on and piling on until enough was enough. So the card that you got was Vanity, and I'm going to read you the story of Vanity. And Vanity says, this is it. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, there it is. So check out in the shorts section. Comments are behind. In the shorts section, I read the explanation for the cards. So this is what I'm going to read to you is the story. In the shorts section is the explanation, like a little bit of a description for advice and clarity, as well as the question that the card asks. So it says, Crystal, Peter, and Mike are at a party in Mike's posh home, toasting success in their business. A mysterious old man appears and asks them whether they prefer gluttony or generosity. Puzzled, none of them answers. He reminds them that more does not mean better, and they laugh. Suddenly they are alone, far from the party, in rising water. We're getting more, cries Peter. Rain falls and the water rises faster. Play, shouts Crystal. We must do well with what we have. As they begin to have fun in the water, the rain stops.